reminder about the dinner dance and coupons. Time Lucille was down.
Hey, what time is it?
1:15.
Payday.
What's that, love?
Friday we get paid.
Oh, yeah.
Is Uncle Jack not very well?
Why do you say that, love?
Well, he just looked a bit tired, that was all.
Oh, it's just the Christmas rush, you know. I've always the same this time of the year.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, is there anything for me?
No, love, just a reminder about the dinner dance.
Victuals? Hey, it'll probably do Uncle Jack good, you know, a night out. It'll take him out of himself a bit.
Do you know, I think it will.
Right, I'll see you.
Lucille, love,
yeah?
Don't say anything to him, will you? When Jack feels like this, he prefers to be left alone.
I won't say a word. I'll see you tonight.
Bye-bye, love. Where did you get this?
The copy of the licensing laws.
I didn't know we had it.
Section 170. If any person under the age of 18 be employed in any bar of licensed premises at the time when the bar is open for the sale and consumption of intoxicating liquor, then the holder of the license shall be liable on first conviction to a fine. I've read it so many times, I know it by heart. He's got us, honey. I thought there might be a loophole or something, but there isn't. He's got us on toast.
Well then, love, I tell you what we'll do. We'll do what you suggested in the first place. We'll inform the police and tell them what
How
happened.
can we? It's there in black and white. We've broken the law.
Yes, but not intentionally. Look, if we explain...
Explain what? That we bribed him to keep his mouth shut, that we've given him money and beer?
Yes, but Jack, only last week...
Things have changed since then. It's the brewery that worries me, not the police. What'll happen if they find out?
You mean if they did, they might evict us?
Well, why not? It could happen. They might have some bright young spark lined up to take over. It'd be like handing it to them on a plate. Just the place for a young fella. Small pub, not too busy. Give him a chance to learn the ropes before they put him in one of these big hotels that they're opening on the new estates.
What are we to do then, love?
I don't know, honey. I've lain awake at nights trying to figure it out, but I just don't know.
See, it's quicker, isn't it?
Ah, you're right, love. Time and motion. You with it, aren't you?
Oh, I am that. There's more to this girl than good looks, you know.
Oh, I second that, all right. Even if you do snore in bed.
You what? What did you say?
Snore.
I don't snore, you cheeky pig.
How do you know?
Because nobody ever told me, that's why.
Oh, well, they wouldn't do, would they? Unless,
You're just having me on, aren't you?
Anyway, you don't whistle.
How about you, them in them daft-looking pyjamas?
It's like water gurgling down a snow drain.
Oh, you're a liar.
Anyway, I thought you were going to tell me something.
I'm not telling you now after what you just said.
Oh, I was only kidding.
Look, people only snore what I've got something wrong with their adenoids. I've got nothing wrong with my adenoids.
Oh, let's have a look. Sexiest pair of adenoids I've ever seen. Anyway, go on then.
Right. Promise not to laugh at me.
Promise.
OK, then. Listen, I've just been thinking about getting meals ready and about how daft it all is, you know. And a waste of time. I mean, look, take the houses round here. How many is there? About 50 or 100? Yeah, well, it don't really matter how many there are, does it?
Yeah?
No. Well, let's say there's 1,000 there, which there must be if you take the whole area into consideration, at least 1,000.
What's she talking about?
Well, think of it. 1,000 separate housewives preparing 1,000 separate meals over 1,000 separate stoves all at one and the same time. Well, it's daft, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
So-
all right. You've made your point. At least I think you have.
Yeah, I was thinking, why don't we have a mobile thingy?
Kitchen.
No, one of them things what goes round. What's it called? Meals on wheels, that's it, you know. Tell them what you want, that's that.
Are you serious?
Of course I am. Get the woman out of the kitchen, biggest jailbreak in history.
Oh, it wouldn't be personal enough. It'd be like being in the army.
Look, you go to a cafe, don't you, right? They give you a menu, you say what you want, and you get it.
Oh.
What's the difference?
Somebody at the door.
Think of all the money you'd save on washing up
Irma,
and pot.
sometime you frighten me.
Hello.
Hello, Dave. Oh, mate. I'm glad you came. She's been reading the riot act at me.
Oh, don't take no notice of him. I thought he was supposed to be at school.
Yes, I am, but I just thought I'd drop by and have a look at the flat.
Huh?
Hey,
Well,
not bad, is it? It's all right. You satisfied?
It's all right. It'll do till we get a place of our own. Sit down.
No, thanks, though, really. I just dropped in on my way, you know.
Have you seen anything of Uncle Albert?
Oh, yeah, I saw him last night blowing his top about not being invited to the reception.
Yeah, he was a bit annoyed.
I know I feel awful about that.
Did he say anything to you?
Well, not in so many words, you know. But, listen, our kid, I've been thinking, why don't we organise a reception for him?
Do you mean I do?
Why not?
Yeah, it wouldn't work, our kid. He wouldn't wear it.
No, I don't think it would.
Well, be a bit subtle about it. Invite Ina and Minnie, make it a party.
For the pensioners.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
an
well, especially with
idea.
it being Christmas time, you know.
Yeah.
Well, what about it?
Oh, yes. Where are we going to hold it?
Yeah, this flat isn't big enough, is it?
Our place. Already spoken to Val about it.
Oh, well, great then.
Right, OK, well, look, don't breathe a word to Uncle Albert until it's all organised.
Oh,
Right,
no,
see
Mum's
you.
the word. Hey, by the way, how's the kid?
Fine, thanks, sir. They're great. Oh, by the way, Dave, Val said to tell you the house on that new estate, you know, they're nearly finished. A friend of ours is buying one.
Oh, yes, I was telling Irma about them. Shall we go around and look at them then today?
Yes, we could go this afternoon if you like.
Yeah, but listen, if you're seriously intending buying one, I suggest it'd be a good idea to take Len Fairclough with you.
Bad work.
Well, I've heard one or two rum tales, you know. Anyway, I better be off. See you.
Right, track him.
That's all right. Good night, Dave.
He's improving your Ken, isn't he?
Yeah, he's all right.
But he treats his wife like a lady. David, I don't really snore, do I?
Anybody there?
There you, Albert.
Oh, hello, Charlie, lad. Sorting them out?
I just getting them all in order before I hand over.
Oh, well, now you're moving on. I reckon this last will be seen of you, eh?
Oh, I don't know, Albert. I might favour you with my presence down at the Rovers now and again.
Well, that'll cost you a bob or two, anyhow. 3 weeks.
Right. Well, if I'm as good as I think I am, I should have a few quid in my tail by then. So I'll be seeing you. There we are. All above board and correct. Yeah, I'll be slipping round after dinner.
How's Minnie taking it? I reckon she'll be a bit upset you're leaving, isn't she?
She's not the only one. You know, I got quite attached to her, old Minnie. Bit of a scatterbrain at times, you know, but good as gold.
Oh, hello, Mr. Taplock.
Oh, hello.
I didn't know you were
I'm just off. I've just come to pay me club money. Ta-ra, Charlie. Be seeing you.
Right, now.
Ta-ra, love.
Right, well, I've got a few calls to make before dinner. I'll be back.
This'll be the third time. I was stripping the bed just now and it reminded me of the other two.
Tickler Murphy?
Aye, and Jed Stone. Jed with his cheeky grin and his hat never off his head.
One in and one out, eh?
But I'll never do it again. It's too upsetting.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mrs. Caldwell. Let's have a get-together one day, a party. Tickler, Jed Stone, and you and me. How's that, eh?
Smashing.
Not of my money, you won't. I wasn't thinking of doing a moonlight flip, was you?
And I'll tell you what, when we do have our party, there's one person we'll put the block on.
What about my £50?
As a matter of fact, I'm just about to see to that now, so don't worry, Mrs. Sharples. You'll get your money. Ta-ra, love.
Ta. Oh, Ina, you can be aggravating.
And I don't trust that fella, I never have.
Well, then why did you lend him £50?
Mind your own business. Anyway, that's different. I lent it to him for your sake.
Oh, morning, Mrs. Tanner. Oh, so busy. Does rather accumulate, doesn't it? The dirt, I mean. Makes you wonder where it all comes from. What was it you wanted?
Will you do us a favour, love? Can you find me a button to match that? I sent my best coat to the cleaners and it came back with one off and one hanging.
Well, I can't promise, Mrs. Tanner, but I'll have a look round for you. You're not in a hurry for it, are you? I mean, you don't want it right now, do you?
Well, suppose I call in tomorrow afternoon, eh?
Yes.
Where's the new assistant, by the way?
Oh, afraid she hasn't arrived yet.
Morning. Sorry I'm late, Miss Nugent.
That's all right, Brenda.
Was there a phone call for me this morning?
No.
Oh, that's funny. Thought me uncle might have phoned.
Well, she's a cheeky little devil. She acts as if she owns the place.
In a manner of speaking, she probably does. Her uncle, the one she just mentioned, it's Mr. Papagopoulos.
Oh, well, that accounts for it then, doesn't it? All the same, knowing him, he wouldn't want her coming in all hours in the morning, would he?
She's just here for the week, but frankly, Mrs. Tanner, I suspect she's been sent here to spy on me.
Oh, never.
Well, it's not a very pleasant thought, I agree, but why else would he send her? He could at least have told me who she was. She's lazy, incompetent, inefficient.
Convenient, spacious, solid. And that's what you want, isn't it, Mr. Barlow? Good, sound, solid structure, something that will last.
Yes. Well, it looks all right.
My wife's customer. She came over here from America a couple of months ago. Her husband got killed there in a car crash. 3 kids. Terrible. He was an industrial chemist, talented lad. Still, that's life, isn't it? Well, she came over here, no accommodation, nowhere to live, so she buys a house. This house, the very same, identical. I sold it to her, and she's delighted. Now, I can't say fairer than that, can I? My own cousin.
Oh, well, that's all right, isn't it, love, eh? His own cousin.
On my life.
What's the kitchen like?
Ah, the kitchen. Well, there's a tiled floor, there's fitted cupboards, fluorescent light, ultra-modern stainless steel sink unit.
Dolly,
and over
it's a
here...
good sound, solid structure.
I know, it's a right creeping, isn't it?
Hey, shut up, Billy, are you?
Most important room in the house, eh, Mrs. Barlow? At least that's what my wife always says.
Right, there we are, Mrs. Walker. Thank you.
Hello, Charlie.
All right, Hilda.
See you in a minute.
All right.
Must be rather exciting to be going back into show business again.
Oh, well, if I can get the bookings all right.
I once had ambitions in that direction, you know. As a singer, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Ah, well, the best laid schemes of mice and men. But one mustn't grumble. Still, it must be nice to be going back to a more select lot of people.
Middenman's left all that rubbish in the yard again, Mrs. Walker. You want to go on to cleansing department about them? Oh, well, Charlie, I suppose you'll miss us, won't you, when you get mixing with all them toffee noses?
Oh, aye, Mrs. Walker and me were just talking about that at this minute. Aye. Well, I'll probably pop round after dinner.
Right.
See you later. So long, Jack.
Right, I'll toss down.
Aye, right, Joe.
Ah, looking proper down in the dumps, isn't he? You know, I...
That's too late. I thought you were supposed to mop it out.
Select. Well, I have, Mr. Walker. Why, what's the matter?
It's filthy, that's what's the matter. Instead of standing here gossiping to Charlie Moffat, you want to get some work done.
Jack, please.
I've been down on my hands and knees in that room and never stopped a minute.
Well,
since I
why
came in.
shouldn't you? That's what you get paid for, isn't it?
Well, what do you think, love? I mean, we don't have to buy it, but do you like it?
Yeah, I think it's smashing. There's dead big rooms, loads of space, central heating. It's just that fella. I don't like his face.
Oh, you don't have to buy his face. Go on.
Oh!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Barlow and Mrs. Barlow? Now, don't let me rush you into anything. You think about it, talk about it, discuss it, take your time. You've got the pamphlets.
Yes, sir.
Rustic brick, lounge with sliding doors, distinctively designed, delightfully situated, and a real bargain for £3,600, Mr. Barlow. Now, don't let me rush you into anything. You just think about it. Suppose you ring me first thing tomorrow morning. You'll find the telephone number on the back page of the pamphlet. Well, if you'll just excuse me a minute, I must make sure I've locked up.
Well?
Yeah. This is it, David. This is the house I want.
Hilda, I'm sorry, love. I'd no cause to talk to you like that. I apologise.
Ah, you've got yourself all wet, Mr. Walker. You'll catch your death of cold.
Is Annie in?
Yes, she's waiting, wondering where you've got to.
Oh, thanks, love.
Mr. Walker, whatever it is that's bothering you, if you can't solve it, just ignore it. It's the best way.
Hello, love. I've just been for a walk.
Well,
Merry Christmas.
good.
Marvellous. Lovely. Hey, where can we hang these?
Cards?
Yes, from some of the girls at school.
Girls.
Really?
Chic.
To sew with love. How very original.
Well, I thought it was there, wasn't it? Hey, you've been working hard, haven't you, love?
Thank you.
How are the kids?
Oh, Peter's still having trouble with his teeth.
Oh.
Doesn't seem to bother Susan, but poor Peter, his gums are on fire.
Yeah, there's not much we can do for them, really, is there?
Not really. Give them a cuddle and put stuff on them.
Hmm.
Oh, I've got something for you.
Not at present. What?
Try nothing for size. Come on, you'll be playing Father Christmas.
Twins are
this year.
too young for
Well,
this
all
sort
right,
of thing,
it'll do
Val.
for next
Oh, all
year.
right, I'll put it.
Oh, you soon play.
Tickles. Oh, I'll sweep the chimney as I come down with this, huh? Well, I feel all right. Bearded Charlie, I don't mind to tell you.
By gum, you look like one and all.
Yeah, thank you. Oh.
It's only 5:45, Brenda.
You what, Miss Nugent?
It's rather early to be getting ready, isn't it?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to get away before time, because I've got a very important appointment, and I don't want to be late.
Oh, I thought I'd never make it. Oh, Brenda, on the arm tonight, are you?
Who is?
Come off it. I've just seen him waiting for you on the corner.
I'll just get me coat.
Can I have a pair of nylons, please, Miss Nugent? Seen us.
Ooh, I thought I'd never make it. You know, payday, the buses, it's always a rush.
And I popped into a shop and got me Uncle Jack a box of chocolate.
I hope you like some.
You appear to know Brenda very well.
Well, I should think so, no. How are you getting on with her?
Not very well, I'm afraid. It's a bit of a strain working with your employer's niece. You what? Brenda, she's Mr. Papagopoulos's niece, didn't you know?
I didn't. I bet he doesn't either. Brenda Hartley, you must be joking. Beg your pardon? She's been having you on. She's no more his niece than I am.
Hey, it's not a bad idea, though, is it? I must try it sometime. Ta-ra! And where do you think you're going?
I told you,
We
I'm
finish
going.
here at 6. It is now 12 minutes to. So will you please take off your coat, pick up those boxes and start stacking those shelves. And when that's done, you can start sweeping the floor.
47, 48, 49, 50. There we are. All present and correct.
Thank you very much. And now I'll be off. I'll see you later in the road.
Yes, see, Nan.
Well, I still think you're a bit of a dead leg, but I wish you the best of luck in your new job.
That's very nice of you, Mrs. Sharples. And I tell you what, if you're ever short of a job in the mission, why don't you and me get together, eh? You and me together. A double act. Dance and song and dance routine, eh? How's that?
Yeah, Minnie, see what I mean? Lands in Coronation Street with hardly a pick on him, dragging that mongrel dog with him.
Whip it?
Whip it, mongrel. 4 legs and a back, what's the difference? There's one here just going to start on wheat buckets, and I don't want to be here when she does, so I'm going.
Four legs and a bar. What about that, eh? I know Titch is no Golden Miller, but I've a good mind to send him round to that mission and let him pass his opinion on her doorstep.
I'm not going to cry. I refuse to cry.
That's the ticket, Mrs. Caldwell.
You can write to me if you like.
Oh, I will.
Or maybe a card.
Are you going, then?
Yes. And I'd appreciate it if you were gone by the time I get back.
Oh, right, Arlo. Oh, and I'll leave the front door key on the table. Bye-bye, Minnie. Take care of yourself.
Oh, yes. Oh, very nice. Oh, I like that one of you and David.
Which one?
That one. You want to get it enlarged?
Oh, no, look fat on there.
Oh, do you, Rick? Oh, just look at the queer fella, though. Just look at him. He will have that top button undone. Never alters your father. Doesn't half show you up. Still a very nice love.
I think I look fat on them all.
Oh, no, it's just the way you're standing. Any road, you better put them away before they get messed up. You ought to get an album for them.
Hello. Showing the pictures off again, are you?
Hey, listen, did you get to see him?
Got to take the deposit around tomorrow.
Oh.
We've cracked it, love. The house is as good as ours.
Oh, smashing. When are you moving in?
Oh, as soon as we can. You know, that dog next door is just driving me mad.
Right, any time at all. It's just a question of signing papers. Then we can have an housewarming, can't we, love, eh?
Get off your daft loon.
the matter?
Oh, well. I know when I'm not wanted. I'll see you two lovebirds later on.
Oh, you're not going, are you, Ma?
Ta-ra!
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Oh, look what you've gone and done.
What's the matter? We're married, aren't we? Anyway, your mother likes seeing it. She's tickled pink.
Listen, when can I go and buy the furniture?
Anytime you like.
Oh, smashing. You know, it's smashing having money and buying what you want and that. My mum had to wait years for a three-piece suite, and then she had to have it on the drip.
Ah, shut up, Mrs. Barlow. Give us a kiss.
Well, I'll say something. Yeah, I don't know. Sitting with you is like waiting in a doctor's surgery.
Oh, I'm upset, Ina. I'm going to miss Charlie, I am. Him and Titch.
Well, you'll just have to snap out of it, won't you? Because if you think that it... Minnie Caldwell, what's mithering you? Charlie Moffat's off to pastures new and there's nought you can do about it. Now, come on, take that look off your face. It's bad enough having sour-faced Jack Walker over there without you starting and all.
Hey, Jack. Oh, you never can tell, you know, mate.
Are you suggesting there's anything wrong with this house I've bought?
Oh, no, mate, no, none at all. As it happens, you've worked out very well there because that contractor's got a good name in the business, that fella. And he's not a crook, you know. He's not bent like some of them.
Ah, that's a relief.
Bad work, you mean?
Yeah, well, that's why I suggested to Dave that you should go along with him.
Yeah, the curse of the building trade, the labour-only men, you know. Take gangs, lump merchants.
Oh, I what of them?
Oh, the sort of gangs of fellas who go from site to site, mainly brickies and carriers. They go on a site and negotiate a price with the contractor, make a deal so that for about 1,000 bricks or something like that. And then that's it.
Yeah, well,
They
you
get
know...
paid by results, you see.
Ah, yeah.
And like most feed merchants, the work's terrible.
All right, yeah, but you know what the answer to that is, don't you, Len?
Get rid of them.
Oh.
By nationalisation.
You what?
Come on, I'll hold your coat.
Tony, well,
Come on. Excuse me a minute.
you got to nationalise it.
What are you having to drink? Right. It's a lemon and Mrs. Tanner.
Oh, I'll have a gin and tonic, love. Do you
Fine.
mind?
No, not at all. So that's a bitter lemon and a stout and a gin and tonic.
Are you moving into a new house?
Yeah, that's right. A 3-bedroomed up Sandy Lane.
Might be going in next week and all. Ooh, you lucky things I should have ordered a double. Anyway,
Everything all right,
I'm all right, love, yes.
Good. Jack, love, there are quite a few empties outside. Would you mind,
All
love?
right, I'll give them.
yes, love, by all means.
Listen, Len, some of the students in my class were asked to prepare a survey on the building industry, and they showed...
Look, sir, even if some of them are bent, it doesn't mean to say the government can take us over.
It's not a question of that, Len. The whole building industry is in a state of anarchy today.
Ah,
There's no
don't
planning.
talk wet.
Well, how can there be? Look, this survey that these
I don't
kids
care
have
about your
showed-
survey. I'm in the trade. I know what I'm talking about.
This survey showed that 84,000 employers in the industry, of whom 81,000
Hello, my
employ
house.
50 people. How the hell can you get any planning in a setup like that?
Mrs. Walker.
No point in talking to you.
Well,
Oh, it's turned a bit chilly tonight, so we're better have something to raise the temperature up a bit. Now, what have we got? Whiskey, Irish whiskey.
We don't sell it.
All right, make it a Scotch, so ours one.
Now listen to...
Jack.
Perhaps you and your missus would care to join me.
Same again, Mrs. Walker, please.
Can I use your telephone? It's my brother, you see. He's down in London, and I like to have a chat with him now and again. But not having a phone is a bit awkward, and you don't like to ask, do you?
You better come through.
Oh,
You'll find it in the office.
Mrs. Walker, please. Mrs. Walker?
Margot, you think they were giving it away, wouldn't you? Here, give me the money. You get yourself sat down. Can we have a bit of service here? It's about time somebody showed up.
2 milk stouts.
Don't think anything about us sitting out here on this side.
I'll have a pale ale.
All we can think about is them in public.
Mrs. Sharples, please.
Yes, we can sit here down at first for all it concerns you.
Oh, well, perhaps he didn't hear it. But I did call out to Mrs. Walker.
Aye, 2 milk stouts.
No, a pale ale for me and a milk stout for Mrs. Sharples.
1 milk stout and 1 pale ale.
With a clean glass.
You've got
Oh, I don't suppose.
What?
Well, I was wondering if I could have lime with my pale ale. They say it puts an edge on it.
1 pale ale with lime.
It'll cost you extra.
Will it?
Yes.
Oh, well, then in that case, I don't think I will.
For crying out loud, can't you make up your mind?
Oh, I only...
Think I've no else better to do than to stand here listening to you jabbering away?
Well, I like that. Right, that finishes it. Come on, Minnie, we're not standing here waiting to be insulted.
No, Mrs. Caldwell, Mrs. Caldwell.
Our brass is just as good at the flying horse. We'll go down there. We're not going to stand here and be insulted. I don't
Jack's not been feeling himself lately. He's ill, don't you understand? He's ill.
No, I've just got a bit of a headache, that's all. It'll be gone in a minute.
Can I get you something?
No, thanks. I'll be all right in a minute. It'll pass away.
Hey, by the way, that fella that was in the pub the other day, he's out in the hall using the phone.
Oh, I know. I think I'll just go and lie down for now.
I brought you a present. A box of chocolates.
Tartloaf, that's very kind of you.
There's one of your favourites with soft centres. You like them, don't you?